And here's the thing: I can't really make fun of you, Bill, because I'm just meeting you now for the first time, my man.
You can still make fun of him. Don't, and
I can?
If possible, I'll take the mic. That happens from time to time.
Brother, I'm so happy to have you in here, man. You just schlepped all the way up from Rutland
Yes.
on this shitty day.
Well, it's all good.
How was? Where'd you come up? 103 out of Bethel there?
Yeah. Yeah.
My man, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you. I've never met you before. Driver of the number 31 late model, Bill Donahue, who's with us here. So we've got Stephen. We've got Bill. Still no John.
I know. He wouldn't come in today.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know. I think he's scared of the mic.
Really?
I don't know what's wrong with him.
No, you crazy bastards. You're all just running around in this track going a million miles an hour in these cars and but a microphone would put you off. That's fascinating to me.
I know.
Really, it is. But
you
anyway.
see him out in the town, he's very sociable, with people.
Really?
But you get him like this situation, he's not very good at it.
Let's come out of the chute with probably the biggest question I'm going to ask you today. Who's a better driver, you or John?
Depends on the day. How's that?
He took the cop out. You guys, who's older?
John.
All right.
Yeah.
By how many years?
Year and a half.
How'd this all get started, my man? Was this Dad? But you, Paul?
Yeah, my dad got going, and we were just little kids, and I can remember being out in the backyard. My dad would pull the car out. We'd be out there washing it. And I just loved it. I just attached myself to the whole thing. Be out in the garage when they were working on it, and it just went from there.
So how old are we talking here?
Oh, I wasn't even 10 yet.
Wow.
When he started.
So you then what happened? I mean, did you just say I gotta get behind the wheel on one of these things?
Actually, I started out with motocross. I did that. Had a bad flip.
I really like this guy.
Yeah, I had a bad wreck up in Newport, Derby. And
I've been up to that track.
Yeah.
That's a nice track.
You take off and you go, it's a hard left. And then you kind of like climb that mountainside. Then you go up across the top.
Yes.
And then you got that long jump that.
On the backside.
Yeah. Coming down. Well, I hit that and it's kind of showing off there and weren't paying attention to the ground coming up. Took a bad flop.
So what happened?
Screwed myself up pretty good.
Yeah. Were you like a teenager at this point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you break your back?
Messed it up pretty good.
So then what? Did you keep riding at that point?
We rode and then kind of got out of it. And then I see this car, old Chevy Laguna that was for sale.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to do it. So I bought that thing for $500. Ran that for a year. And I was like, it's time for something different. We got to move up. That was a Killer Bees. And then I went to my dad and the guy that used to build his chassis, Brent Hatch. I said, I want to do it like my dad did. So got hold of Brent Hatch and he built my first Tiger car and took off from there.
So what was John doing at this point?
He was just partying. He was just hanging back.
He wasn't racing at all?
No, he wasn't racing. Oh. Well, he bought my Lagoon. I sold him that thing for $500. I think it was a pile.
What, you paid for it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He got screwed.
He did. He didn't get screwed on the second one, though. The one that I had built from Brent Hatch.
Okay.
That was in 95. 95. I run that for 2 years, and I sold it to my brother, and it was the worst thing I ever did.
Why?
It was way better chassis than the new chassis that I built. He went out and kicked my ass.
He did.
Oh yeah, he got Rookie of the Year. I think I finished 5th.
So what
in
do
the
you
points
like?
that year.
What do you like? 20 at this point, right around there.
Mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
Yep. But he took off his first year. He got Rookie of the Year, finished second in the points. He was phenomenal.
So you, fair to say, you got John into racing.
Yeah, I would say so.
Did he ever give you any credit for that?
No.
No.
No. It don't matter to me. I just love racing with a guy.
So what did Dad do? What did Paul do? Was he racing?
No, he got done, I want to say 86.
Okay.
He got done.
What was he doing? Was he racing?
What do you mean?
Was he behind the wheel?
He got behind the wheel after he retired. He actually got in my brother's car over to Groveton,
Okay.
a Tiger car. Went over and mopped him up.
You did.
No, my brother, my father did. Got in my brother's car. After I don't know how many years. I mean, I think
Wow.
my dad he was 50 something when he went over there,
Okay.
and he got behind my brothers. He went out and smoked them. Then they ended up taking the trophy away from him. Yeah. I don't know what the deal was, but I mean, he lit him up.
So Paul was racing
Well, yeah.
for how many years?
I'm not sure how many years, but it was a long time.
Yeah.
Real long time.
He knows what he's talking about then.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's funny is you should hear him and Stephen talk when they're racing.
Well,
They get after each other pretty good.
how so?
Just the way Stephen drives. Stephen's aggressive. Dad thinks he overdrives a lot. But,
And he gets after him a little.
oh, yeah. He lets
Yeah.
him know.
I see that picture of the two of them. Paul's giving it to him, and he's leaning in, listening. But my God, I mean, he worships Papa.
Yeah, we all do.
Oh, you all do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great
He's
man.
awesome.
Great man.
Kind of hard not to listen to him that's done it for so long, you know?
Right. He comes out to the races.
Oh, yeah. He's there every week.
What's Mom doing when Paul's there?
Mom's basically back in the camper, walking around her dog.
Putting down some Jello shots.
She might be.
Yeah.
She likes the wine.
But she's not watching you guys.
No, not generally. She will once in a while, but
And what's that all about? Steven says she gets too nerved up.
yeah, I know, and I don't know why, because she always used to watch us when we were younger, but nowadays she just gets nervous.
So, 0102 was the beginning of the late model run
Yep.
for you.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you shift gears into that?
Actually, Dave Thompson. I got done. I took a year off in Tigers. 98, we built a new car, Tiger car, and that year just sucked. I just had the worst year ever, and I just said, I'm done. Sold that thing. 99, didn't race. And in 2000, in beginning of February, well, you know, Daytona 500 is always in February.
Yep.
Dave Thompson called me up, and he says, come on over, watch 500 with me. And he had built a new car, beautiful car. And we were sitting around his living room drinking beer, watching a 500, and he just says, hey, you want to drive my car? I was like, what? And I said, yeah. So we had a few months, put it together, and went out and had a killer year.
And
And then
that was your late model debut.
No, that was Tigers.
It was still Tigers.
And then once we got done that in 2000, I bought the late model, went 2001, 2002, and then I just ran out of money.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of money. I couldn't do it.
You know, I can't imagine. And I've had people tell me that boating is such an expensive hobby, and I'm like, yeah, it really is. But do you know any race drivers?
Yeah.
I mean, my God, how you guys do this?
I'm finding out what's more expensive. Of course, Samantha, you know how she's got her horses and whatever.
That's right. We had her on the show, you know.
Yeah, I watched.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I said, my brother did this for Samantha. I said, how cool would it be if I get my daughter a horse? She's 8. So my wife and I went and we bought her a horse for Christmas.
How long ago was this?
This year. Well, this past year.
You got an 8-year-old brother.
I got an 8 and a 10.
Damn.
Yeah.
You go, old fella. So what happened? You get the horse for her?
Yeah, we bought the horse for her. She rides it every week. She does.
You're getting into an expensive
Oh,
hobby.
that's what I'm finding out.
Come on, Bill. Smarten up. So what's happening? Is she in love with this?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
We bring her over every week. She does her barrel racing and jumps, and she's getting into it.
Samantha's got to be taking her in under the wing.
She'd give her a saddle, and
Yeah.
Samantha definitely would.
Yeah.
If Anna went to her, she would definitely help.
Wow. So now this is sprouting right now.
Yeah.
So you unplugged and took basically a 20-year hiatus.
I did.
So like right around 02?
Yep.
Why?
Halfway through the season, I stopped.
Why?
Money. Couldn't afford it.
That was it.
Yep. Had to get done.
That sucks.
It was killing me.
20 years.
20, yeah, it's 20 years, roughly.
How badly did...
Terry Real says he wants to see Billy on a horse.
No, sir.
Oh, yeah, Terry's texting right now. Yeah,
He's an awesome guy, Terry.
Not a horse guy. You.
No,
No.
I don't get on anything that's bigger than me. No, thank you.
But you get in a car that's got a ton of horsepower. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's a lot bigger than you.
I got control, though.
Oh. What's to say? Wouldn't Samantha say, yeah, but I have control over the horse?
She's done it a few minutes longer than I have. She can keep
Interesting.
it. It makes me, I can't watch her that much. It makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Scares the hell out of me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bet. I'd be the same way.
And not as many safeguards either.
No. Go off the horse, you're going to take a ride through the air. 20 years. You must have missed being behind the wheel, brother.
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of years I didn't even go because I knew it would just draw me back in.
Really?
Yeah. But the reason why I got back into it is a buddy of mine, Jesse Karras, lives in Rutland. He was building a new late model, and he had his old late model for sale. And my brother wasn't racing for Kendall anymore. He was kind of like not running.
Okay.
So I called him up. I said, hey, John, Jesse's selling this car. I said, what do you think about us going in on it? We'll split it, and we'll just run it here or there whenever we want to race.
Yeah.
So he says, well, let's go look at it. We went and looked at it. We bought it. I said, cool.
So this was like 2018-ish?
Yeah, roughly right around there.
All right.
So we picked up the car. We put it in John's trailer, and we're driving back. And I said, hey, let's stop at my house. He says, all right. So we stopped, and trailer was outside. And I walked in the house. I said, hey, hon. I said, I got to show you something.
Oh, God.
She had no idea that I went and bought her a race car. So brought her out, showed her that. That didn't go over too well at first, but
I'm sure. I'm sure.
and that's how it started.
God.
Yeah. And that was just 2018, which was like yesterday.
Yeah.
I heard you say when you came in and you were talking to Raylene that you really got your sights set on White Mountain.
Yep.
Why?
It's a fun track to drive. I love that place over there.
What do you want to do over there? What are you fantasizing about over at White Mountain?
Going over and kicking everybody's ass.
In what particular race do you want to win over there?
Everyone I'm in.
Ooh.
There you go.
Any checkers hanging on the wall at your house?
I've won a few
Okay.
for sure. I don't have any trophies to show for it, but
Yeah.
I've always gave them away back in the day. The first kid that made it to my car, if I made it on the podium, I give him the trophy.
You
And
did
that's-
that, you did that, Raylene.
I did.
I'm going to do that again this year, if I'm able to, come in the top 3. I'm hoping.
Wow. Milk Bowl at Thunder Road.
It's a big race.
22 years ago, you had it in your pocket.
Yes.
What
In
happened?
2000, we changed motors, and we forgot to tighten up the radiator hose on it. And about halfway through the race, it blew off in the first segment. I was done. Got it back on, filled it full of fluid, went out in the second segment and won.
Okay.
And I was actually pulling away from my brother.
Wow.
We would have won that.
But you didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
Does that bother you still?
No.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Has John had a Milk Bowl win?
John's way ahead of me on a lot of wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he talked any trash on you?
No.
Wow.
No.
They don't do
They
that.
don't do that? Oh, just little, brother camaraderie.
Brotherly love.
Tell me about your other kids.
Paul's in the Air Force, my oldest boy.
Wow.
Yeah. He's been in there for, I want to say 6 years now. He's out in California.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Just got married.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Really proud of him.
Damn.
Yeah.
You ever get to jump in a little plane with him and zip around?
No.
No.
He does the maintenance on all the jets.
That's
he's
awesome.
a mechanic that does all
Holy
that stuff.
crap,
Takes care
I
of it.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
So-
kid.
Terry's asking another question.
Oh, boy.
So Terry wants maybe for you to give us a little insight on old school racers like you 20 years ago versus new school racers.
Old school racing is
Bumping and grinding.
bumping and grinding, but there's a whole lot more respect back then than I feel there is today. Nowadays, it's just not the same.
So more physical in the older days.
Yeah, they'll instead of working their way around you, they'll move you, which doesn't sit well with me, but we'll adapt.
When we chatted with Stephen, I didn't necessarily get that impression. He seems like he's a young guy who's driving old school. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, that's because he's a Donahue, you
Oh,
damn
that's it.
fool.
Hello.
Well, until you piss them off, then
Right. And then what did he say? He'd give you a little tap in the ass.
Love
remember?
tap.
yeah.
What? How many other kids do you have?
I got 4.
Run them down.
I got Paul, Bryce, Liam, and Anna.
And Anna's the little one.
Anna is 8. Liam is 10. Bryce is 19.
Wow.
And Paul just had a birthday here a few days ago.
And how old did he just turn?
34.
34. Any of these kids saying that they want a steering wheel?
No. Well, Liam's starting to get into it. He wants to do it, but
Yeah. Tara Day just says once you piss the Donahues off, the Irish comes out. You guys got a couple of loose circuits up there?
yeah, a little bit. Back in '96, my brother's rookie year, my brother was winning everything. He was going to Groveton. He was going over to Plattsburgh, New York, and obviously Thunder Road. But there's the Benoits.
Yeah.
They ran all the time over to Plattsburgh.
Yeah.
John was kicking their ass. And they come to Thunder Road, and there was, they didn't like each other.
Right.
So Benoit got the word out that John wasn't going to finish this one particular race at Thunder Road because Benoit had 2 cars. Well, they didn't realize that John had a brother. So I found out about it that day.
Oh, Jesus.
And, of course, John was going for Rookie of the Year, second in the points. It was close to the end of the season. And I didn't want anything to happen to him. So I just walked up to Benoit and I told him, I said, this ain't going to happen. And he's like, well, who the hell are you? I said, don't you worry about who I am. And he's like, he's going to get it. So I was in a heat race with him. Coming out of 2, I sent him. He didn't have a body panel left on his car. He come in on 2 wreckers, and he didn't make the race.
What do you think of Chris and Pat and the job that they're doing
Phenomenal.
as the new owners of Thunder Road?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Thunder Road. How can you not like that?
Yeah.
You look at it back when I first started compared to what it is now.
Yeah.
It's almost like walking into a NASCAR facility, you know?
Right.
It's just amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah. What about that? Tell me about this wall.
That wall.
I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn about this.
I just went around it last year when I was up there practicing for the Mount Bowl. It's different. You come out of two. Of course, I was always used to just letting it ride. Coming up out, you can't do that no more. Got to kind of hold it down. But it doesn't. No different than the front wall. It's all right.
Have you had a wreck on it?
Nope.
Ever?
My brother did. The son of a bitch. He took it out last year.
Yeah. He
Same
did.
practice. He was coming out of two and looped it, backed my car into the wall. But
Yeah. What are you saying when something like that happens? What were you saying? Were you?
I was laughing.
You were laughing.
Yeah. Just a car. I don't. I'm not about getting wound up anymore. That was back then. I'm not out to chase a championship. I'm not. I just want to have fun and win.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
You're going to be back in the 31
Yep. My dad's number.
in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Your dad's number. That's cool as hell.
Yep.
Do we think that John might be a little jealous that you got the
No.
31?
No.
All right.
He wouldn't look good in a 31.
All right.
He's 26.
All right. So this will be like your third or fourth year
Yep.
back.
And there's three
Hit
of
or
them
miss.
on
Yeah.
the track. There's three of them on the track.
Right. And that was you were talking about that earlier, that you did a race in 2000
Yep.
where John got the checkers.
Yeah. Coop got
Coop
second.
got Cooper McRitchie second, and you were right in the rear view.
Yeah, and third. That was the best race that meant the most to me. Just because of we all grew up together.
Yeah.
And it's something, you know, and the people that helped us, it was Bill and Jane Larry. They sponsored us all. It was like this, they might not be family, Bill and Jane, but they are family, you know. And it just, I don't know, meant the most to me for them.
That's so cool. I love to hear stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even though-
It's awesome.
What about this coming season in front of you? What would you love to get? I mean, obviously, any win, any checkers.
Yeah.
But is there one race that you just it would be like big time dream come true? Milk Bowl? Governor's Cup?
If, I don't know, maybe to get, I don't know, I know the Melt Bowl, you go up on the stone,
Yeah.
and there's another one. I'd like to, if there was one that I was really shooting for, to be somewhere I could get my name up there with my brother.
Yeah. Obtainable?
We got a good car. It's brand new. I mean, I got to knock the rust off of myself, but
Yeah.
seat time.
Yeah, right. You turn a good wrench from what I hear.
Yeah. I do maintenance at where I work at Maggers Telk in Ludlow.
Yeah, what is that? Where is that?
We actually grind down talc, and it goes into paints. It goes into like all your plastics on your cars, your vehicles. It goes into shingles. It goes into everything. I mean, talc is everywhere.
Down in Rutland.
In Ludlow.
Ludlow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a jaw, cone, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 roller mills that grind it down. It turns it right into like baby powder.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's your it's your full time. Then you come home.
Yep.
And you got a little girl. I mean, and you got a car. I mean, my God, and there's a lot going on. It's not like I'm guessing you're coming home and you just plop your fat ass on the couch and watch TV for a couple hours.
No. My wife just bought a building for her salon.
Nice.
Yep. So we had to redo all that, put in everything. So her and I did that together.
Where's the salon?
In Rutland.
What's the name of it?
Prime Salon and Day Spa.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah, she does really well.
So she must love that.
Oh, yeah. She's very busy.
Wow.
She's been doing that for 5-6 years now.
So you got that going on, and then you got the car, you got your kid. My God, I mean,
Horses. But I got to be honest, if it wasn't for my brother and Stephen, I wouldn't be racing.
Really?
Really. They put that whole car together. It's so hard for me to get up here.
Right.
You know, I can't get up here every day. And they literally built it.
Your car.
Yeah. You know, Drew Allard, he helped out last year putting it together. But it was 99%. And my father just hung the new body on it with Steven and my brother before they went to Florida. Yeah, they bust their ass.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Is Dad back? Or is he still
No,
down in
he'll be
Florida?
back here at the end of April.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's still golfing.
Yeah, he's smart. Get the hell out of here. Go down and swing the golf club down there.
That's where we went down at the beginning of February for 16 days. That was awesome.
Wow. Perfect time to go to Florida.
Oh, it was great. Perfect weather.
You like coming home, though.
I didn't like coming home. No.
I'm saying born and raised in Vermont. You love this state.
Oh, yeah,
though.
yeah. I wish I could have stayed down there another couple of weeks, but
What other tracks do you run? Do you have any history at Riverside?
oh, yeah. Funny story over there. In 2000, Dave wanted to go over and get some tire money. That's what we used to do. We go over to Groveton, and we'd race there so we could earn some money for tires for Thunder Road. Mm-hmm. We went over there, and the car was junk right off the bat. We missed this. Dave tried something different. Dave Thompson.
Yeah.
And went out for the heat. We qualified, but it weren't good. So we came in, and I was talking to him. He jacks it up, changes all 4 springs, completely different setup. We went back out. We started 8th, and we took green. By the time we got back around to the green checker, start line, I was on the outside going for first. That was just,
Wow.
it was awesome.
Wow. Who's in your ear during all this?
My ear, I don't really have anybody right now.
Spotting.
Nope. I don't have anybody. I usually just pick somebody or ask somebody when we get over there.
What do you think of Brad Keselowski coming to T Road for the Governor's Cup 150?
That's pretty cool.
Thursday, July 14th.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
You'll be
He
out
actually
there.
drove one of Kendall's cars when my brother was driving for Kendall. John liked him.
Apparently, he's going to be in a car prepared by Dale Shaw Race Cars. So.
Yeah, Dale knows what he's doing. Dale's smart, man.
Huh. Have you had a chance to get on the Inside Groove?
Nope.
Brother, you ought to be. My God. We have a list here of drivers that we're chipping away at. Some of the ones that have been on the show are right next to you. You see that board right there.
Oh, yeah. Gravel.
We meant to get a decal from you. Can we still get one from you?
Absolutely. I'll get you one.
Shit, I meant to ask you to bring one. But yeah, Steven's been on 2 years in a row. Marcel Gravel's a regular. We had Paco, I think a couple of summers ago. He'll be coming back. Nick Sweet's going to be on the podcast here shortly. Matt Smith is coming back. Tyler Cahoon. Corliss and I are going to do a 6 p.m. show next Wednesday.
Nice.
He'll be with me right here. Cooper Bouchard's going to come back. He's been on once. Taylor Hoare is going to be on the podcast. Bobby Tarian. Hopefully, we'll get Caden Fisher in here. Have you seen this little kid?
No.
14 years old. Destroying it.
That's awesome.
Peyton Lamphere is going to be on. Kip Stockwell. We're working on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
More the better.
And here's the thing. I mean, this is by far not a stock car racing podcast, but I just love to hear the stories behind drivers and why you guys do what you do. It seems like the Donahues have a little bit of an itch that you guys are still trying to scratch.
It never gets out of you. It really doesn't. It never. My wife don't understand it, but it's that competitiveness that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're running side by side, slapping doors, it's a feeling like no other.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Have you had a chance to get over to the Invitational?
No.
When,
Loudon?
Yeah.
Nope.
Stephen wrecked over there pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
You weren't there for that, though.
Nope.
Heard about it, I'm sure, right away.
I'd like to get over there, but just for that, I don't want to fix my car. Something was to happen. It's
Right.
You usually come out of there garbage,
Yeah.
and I'm not into that.
So we got the first race of the year is coming up here really soon.
May, I can't, White Mountains, May something.
Yeah. It's
Right around the corner.
right around the corner.
My car's ready. Just got to put decals on it, and
That's it.
that's it.
You must be stoked, man.
I'm excited.
You know what's coming.
Yep.
And
I'm
there's
really excited because of last year when I brought my car down to Nick and we went through it, or he went through it, and he got it. It's really good. It turns so well right now. So I'm stoked.
You must be. Nick Sweet, I haven't seen him or spoken with him in at least 20 years. So it's going to be nice to have him in here.
He's an awesome dude. Down to earth.
Yeah.
Everything he's accomplished, you wouldn't think he accomplished nothing. The way he talks to you, and he doesn't have any chip on his shoulder. It's
Right.
just
One of the biggest, when I talk with racers and I ask them why they do it, they all have one constant, that there's so much hometown pride. There's so much drive to get some checkers and push behind it. But the one real constant that I see for each of you is that you have a family support network of so many people that everybody's on board.
oh yeah.
Like everyone, your wife, your kids, your brother, everybody is.
GD Machines, my Uncle Gary, he's been with me from the beginning. Right from the start. Still helps me out to this day.
Yeah.
Amazing guy.
For every one driver, you've got a crew, a pit crew that's like 30, 40 people strong that are standing behind you, from your coworkers to family, friends. I mean, it's remarkable.
Yeah. I don't have a crew. My crew is my brother's crew.
Yeah.
And Stephen. They help me out
Yeah.
when I get over there. I don't, like I said, I'm not, that's not why I'm in it anymore. I want to have fun and I want to win.
How old are you now?
51.
51. You and I are the same age, my brother.
Yep.
And I got a 7-year-old and you got an 8-year-old. Holy crap.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I don't know. But just, you look like you're in good shape, though. You look like
I try to be.
you're taking care of yourself a little bit.
Try to.
But you have to be if you're going to withstand the temperatures and the grind.
Yeah.
You got to be.
It gets hot in there.
I'm sure it does. Speaking of hot, Raylene's giggling. Stephen's got a little bit of a fear of fire. Maybe John, too. They've been in there when the flames have been brushing the eyebrows.
Yes. It's a scary thought.
Big time.
Yeah. Get the hell out.
Get out.
Yeah.
Both of
I'm
them.
giggling because I thought you were going to read Renita's comment.
Renita just wrote something. Just remember you're too old for any pit fights, says Renita. Yeah.
Says who, right?
Yeah.
And Dawn just wrote that you guys would do anything for each other. That
Absolutely.
your blood is pretty thick.
Yep. I love my family.
I'm sure. It seems like that's a constant among the Donahues as well.
Christ, I call my brother 3-4 times a week. Call him all the time. Steven, I call him all the time. Every time I hang up with him, tell him I love him.
Yeah. Good for you.
I love that kid.
So wait, yeah,
And Samantha,
yeah,
Just very tight.
tight family.
And our friends, you know what I mean?
Now, how come Dawn's not driving? What's the matter with her?
She did drive.
But how come not now?
I don't know. She could do it. She's more than capable.
She's got it in her too.
Oh, yeah. She's got that drive.
She did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she raced for a few years.
What division?
Street stocks.
Yeah. She any good?
Yeah, she's won. She was just underpowered. That's all.
Well, she's watching right now. Brian Pellegrini saying, definitely glad to know the Donahues. They know how to work hard and play hard.
He's a good dude. Brian's a good man.
Seems like you all know each other, everybody in here.
Yeah.
Central Vermont. What's that one big one? That one big one. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. This coming summer. Thunder Road. Thunder Road.
It's at Thunder Road.
At Thunder Road. That would be like if you had to pick one race, and that's the trophy you got for this coming year.
It's definitely not the Milk Bowl.
Okay.
I would say the Governor's Cup.
Governor's Cup.
Yeah.
Wow. Thursday, July 14th. It seems like more and more people are getting into short track racing.
It's awesome.
And
It brings the skill out in you.
yeah. Oh yeah. And just wanting to get up there and just have a cold beer, sit down.
Oh, we do a lot of that.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
What's the Donahue camp look like when we're at a race?
When we're at a race, they're all the campers are all, it's in a big square.
Oh boy.
And it's
We got a little Donahue compound going.
it's pretty much that's what it is. It's all,
Commune.
yeah. And then everybody goes to the center. And that's where you just,
Drinking and partying.
we hang out. My brother's the worst. He'll stay like over the White Mountain. He'll stay up till the sun comes up.
Ooh.
Then he goes to bed.
Ouch. Oh my God. I
He
just
thinks he's a spring chicken.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But you've never been and I asked Stephen this. He said he got real pissed off at
His dad once.
one time. Fists never flying between you and John?
No. When we were younger, but
Yeah.
I would never raise a hand to him.
Wow.
Respect.
Too much respect for him.
If you had to,
If I had, no.
who would win? If you had to.
These damn
I
questions.
would say John.
Really?
Yeah, just because definitely because there's no way I could never get myself mad enough to, you know.
Yeah. But if you guys were coming down the stretch and things were getting hot, trading some paint.
He's bent my rear clip.
Yeah.
He got mad. I won that race.
Stephen's saying right here, how's your rear clip after that win in 2000?
Yeah, he bent it.
Yeah.
Going into 3, John was on the outside, and the guy that was underneath him, they drifted high.
Yeah.
I mean, there was enough room to drive a Mack truck through there, so I just dove to the bottom, went by both of them. I think he was more pissed off because I won than me putting him 3 wide. But after we got to checkers, going down the backstretch, he come up and hit me so hard in the ass it bent my rear clip.
And who had to fix it?
Yeah.
Dave Thompson fixed it.
Yeah.
John didn't fix that one?
No, he went to fix that.
Yeah.
What would you love to see Stephen win more than anything? You're in the stands. You got a beer. Stephen's on the track. What win would you just love to see him get?
I would like to see him win the Milk Bowl.
Yeah. I think that's what Stephen was saying.
He's
wasn't
come
he?
close.
Yes. Yes.
He's
that's
saying
what
he wants the Milk Bowl
He
back.
does want
Yeah.
it bad. Yes. But what Bill was telling us before we went live was that why he got back into it was for his dad.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for his dad to be the one sitting in the stands and seeing all 3 of his boys out there. 2
Yeah, how cool.
sons, a grandson.
That's amazing.
How cool
Yeah.
would that be? I mean, that's a lot of years.
And
My God,
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
it's a lot of years.
That's the biggest. I would love to have that happen.
Yeah.
And I don't care the order
maybe
either.
to even
you know?
get a 1, 2, 3 out of
Yeah.
it.
He says he doesn't care what the order is.
Right.
That would be so badass.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
You never know, man. There's magic that happens up there. You never know what's going to happen. Wouldn't surprise me. It just
Either.
wouldn't.
Me either.
No,
How many more years do you think you're going to do this foolishness?
I'll have to get back. I have to ask my wife, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Age has definitely changed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He got older and wiser.
How much money are we talking about that's getting invested in these cars?
To build a brand new car, you could get 50,000, 60,000 into it.
That's amazing.
Easy.
Insane.
In the motor alone?
That's up there. Well, it depends if you buy a Ford or not. Ford's more expensive than Chevy, but it's up there. $10,000 range.
Yeah. Seems like there's just some younger drivers that are being born into this. They're starting out with karts, and they're just, I don't know. Remember that little Walker Fitch?
Yeah, he's go-kart racing, but advancing
Yeah.
to a Mustang.
Yeah,
I
he's getting
think?
into a Mustang.
That's
And how
cool.
old is he?
young.
10?
Yeah.
I think he's 10.
That's when Steven started.
Yep.
He's 10.
Well, Steven started when he could walk. He always wanted to.
Oh, he started with his snow machine.
He was always
Yeah.
that kid was always, yeah, just at it.
And he's been
Something.
he's been banged up a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it.
Yeah.
Can't be afraid of it.
I asked Stephen a question, and I would love to ask John this sometime. And I'll ask you, has there ever been a time when you've where the car has scared you to the point where you're thinking you're questioning whether or not you're going to continue to do this?
No.
Okay.
No. Nothing to be scared of. You know, you're strapped in.
Yeah.
You don't have time to think about being scared. And if you do, you don't belong in a car anyway.
What happens to you guys upstairs in the noggin a couple of days or the day before a big race? Do you get into like a zen?
I don't think about it until I'm on my way to the track. Then I'm nervous as hell.
Really?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's the adrenaline.
Up to the point where I get in the car, I strap in until I get on the track, and then everything goes away. It's
Isn't
like
that amazing?
it just. But up to, I mean, it feels like I'm gonna puke. It just every time.
That's incredible.
But then something, I don't know, something comes. It just all goes away, and it's time to go.
There's something. There's
Yeah.
something in there that's plugging in the right circuits to put you in that frame of mind where you're. It's like your mind knows what you have to do.
Yeah, I don't know, but
You have to be focused.
just feel sick to your stomach or to my stomach
Yeah.
until that time.
Nerves.
Something. Been like that ever since I started.
I also asked Stephen about his take on and experiences with Tom Curley. What about you?
We've had some heated discussions. It was back in '95. I think it was the last year Eric Williams won his championship in the Tigers. He had the brake setups like we got in our late models now. You got 2 cylinders versus your stock master booster that we were supposed to run. Well, that year Dave won. It was, of course, they're big and they're heavy and they're up high. So Dave got a set, put him in. We went out, and John Donahue actually had bought Eric Williams' car, and they were still in there. So I was like, well, they must be legal. You know what I mean? Because Eric ran them last year, won the championship with them.
Okay.
So we went out, and Donahue and I, we finished in the top 3, and Curly saw that. Well, he said that's illegal. I'm like, you know, you couldn't argue with Tom because
About anything.
right. So he,
Irish against Irish. Oh.
yeah.
Ah. Damn.
So he made us take him out and took 20 points away from us, and we had to start in the rear the following week. Well, that put a fire under my ass and my crew chief's ass, and
Yeah.
we swapped it all over, and we came back out in the next week, and we started last, and we won.
Wow.
Yeah. And I went up to Tom and says, is there anything else you want me to take off my car? He says, listen here. He says, don't be a smart ass. I was like, but I
Wow.
respected that man. The way he run the races was phenomenal.
Was he always fair?
Yeah, he was the same with everybody.
Yeah.
It was his way.
Didn't matter who you were.
Nope.
Or how many checkers you had under your belt.
Oh, no. If you're an idiot, he's going to let you know.
Huh.
No matter who you are.
Wow. Guess
Great
who's-
man.
Guess who's just tuning in right now? Guy by the name of Paul Donahue.
Grampy.
What the hell's he doing on Facebook? How come he has a Facebook account?
Oh, they're always on that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They sit by the pool and at their house in Florida. And
I didn't know that.
oh, yeah.
What do you got for temperature down there, Papa?
I bet he's in the 80s.
Yeah. It's rain in like mid-40s here. That's so cool. The whole family, man. It's like, and I've never met John.
You've never met John?
I've never met John.
Christ, everybody knows him.
I got it was Stephen, then it was Samantha, then it was you. Of course, I know Dawn.
We got to get him down here.
Yeah. What will it take? Will it take Twisted Teas? What do we have
Twisted
to
Teas,
do?
you stack them up.
What do we have to do? Stack them?
We'll have him drink some Twisted Teas before he comes down and loosen him up.
John, if you're listening, I can do a night show, bud. We can go on the air anytime you want. Anytime you want to go. Paul's saying it's 82 right now. That son of a...
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Twisted Teas and Dunkin' Donuts
Yeah.
is what Tara's saying. Your whole family, man. It's just, it's been a real pleasure meeting you.
You should get my dad in here. He's got some stories.
Well, what can we do? Can we do it?
Get him, yeah. Get him back here.
I think Raylene was working on that.
What?
Getting Paul Donahue in here.
Yes, I would like to get the three of you guys in here.
Oh my God! All three of you at the
But
same
he's not
time?
home yet, so.
No, he'll be back in a few weeks.
I think it was that and also a better attitude for you, Jamie.
Yeah. Better attitude for me. Is that what he's saying?
Yes.
Yeah. And who else were we trying to get? Pete.
Dudo?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who'd be a good one to get is Eric Pembroke.
All right. We'll try. We'll try. We got a list going here, dude.
He's one of the best dudes you could ever race with. So respectful.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Eric Pembroke's a good guy.
You got any enemies
Oh, I'm sure I got a lot of enemies.
that you don't know about?
Yeah, I'm sure. I wasn't always the nicest guy on the track, but
Yeah. It seems like you guys are at the end of the day, you all have great respect for each other, which
Yeah.
is really cool. Really
yeah,
cool.
I mean,
You have to see
on the
that
track it's different.
right.
Like down at Fremont, I remember one time we were out in practice, and I was following him, and he was all over the place. And I noticed all I could see him doing is looking in his rear mirror, just looking at me when he's going down in the corner. He was worried about what I was doing.
Ah.
So after practice, we got off the track. I got out of the car and went to the trailer and I grabbed a roll of duct tape. And I walked right to Donet's pit, climbed in his car, and I taped his mirror off. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I said, "Now go out." He went out for his heat and he won his heat. He wasn't focusing, you know. He was too worried about what was around him. I said, "Just look straight, man. Don't worry about what's coming up behind you or
No shit.
run your race." And he went out and won his heat.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Good luck, my man.
Thank you.
I mean, what can I say? I can't think of the last time I've been up to the track, but
You gonna come?
yeah, I'll be up there this summer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You gotta come to White Mountain when we're all over there. The three of us are over there.
Oh my God. Would I have to sleep for 3 days beforehand?
Maybe. If you stay after the races.
Yeah. Show up with some diapers?
That could-
Oh my God. Are there? Do we have Jello shots? What do we have?
Dawn does a lot of Jello shots.
Pudding shots?
Dawn's always got something.
Yeah. I've heard.
Yeah.
I've
It's a
heard-
good time.
I've heard she's got a couple of great recipes. Maybe we'll do that.
My cousin Todd and Shelly come down from Maine. They like to party.
I'm sure.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah, and it's certainly Thunder Road, man. I just, especially after getting to know you guys a little bit. But one of these days, John and I will shake hands for sure. It's going to happen.
I'll get him down here.
Get him down here. Get Paul in here. You
Yeah.
got to get Paul in here. It's got to happen. It's
Yep.
going to happen. Raylene will work on it too.
Yeah.
Thank you, my man.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for the Duncan that you brought me, and just for being so kind. And this wasn't so bad, was it? I mean, tell John, tell him it's not so bad.
No, it's easy. This is
Just a microphone.
very comfortable.
My God.
It's nice.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure meeting you, man. Bill Donahue, driver of the number 31 late model. Keep your eyes out for 31 this season. Good stuff. Live from the ASB Financial Studios and Fly on the Wall Productions on North Main Street in Barrie. Rain showers. Going to be off and on here for the next couple of days. Might get some good soakers as well. But drive carefully on the drive home. And thank you again for coming in here. Bill Donahue, this time around on Aired Out.